Welcome to the number one podcast in skateboarding, brought to you by the number one shoe in skateboarding, Vans. We've got the man of the hour with us right now, Rowan Zorilla, for not the first, but the second pro shoe of your career, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
No worries. I thought you were going to say second time on the show. I was like, y'all are tripping.
Nah, we got to wait a little bit for that. But Rowan, we start every show off the same. Hit us with your favorite skate moment and your favorite sports moment.
Favorite sports moment? A few years ago, Bellinger Grand Slam during the postseason. Wish I could say the same for this season.
That was harsh.
Favorite skate moment? Trying to think of what I've even witnessed that's that tight. Shit, I don't know. Maybe Grant Taylor rolling into this crazy bridge like hours before a flight in Chile.
Damn, epic.
Yeah.
GT.
I think that was probably going to be my answer for like craziest thing I've ever seen too, but I might just have to bump it up in the list.
Double up, man.
Yep.
GT, the boss, man. So
Absolutely.
Rowan, take us back to the beginning. Where'd you grow up and how'd you get into skating?
I grew up in Vista, California, which is we're in LA now, but like an hour and a half south. It's the top of San Diego in North County. It's like inland from Carlsbad and Oceanside for anyone that doesn't know where it's at, but same vibe, just no beach.
Nice.
And how'd you get into skating?
I had like a penny board from my dad and, you know, kind of fucked around on that. From there, ended up on like a Walmart board. And then I think I was probably like 5 or 6. I got like a real setup from a skate shop and then it's kind of on from there.
That's what's up, man.
Pretty classic.
Yeah. So what would you
introduction.
consider your first big break in the skate industry?
Probably propeller, honestly.
Right.
I mean, getting like float Baker boards or like getting your first box with like half cabs in it is pretty like major too. I was feeling like the man in like 11th grade walking through the fucking halls, you know? But as far as like a big break that's kind of like changed the course of my life, it's definitely propeller.
Hell yeah.
I went on a few Vans trips and they just told me it was in the middle of their filming. They had been doing it for like 2 or 3 years already. And they're like, oh, if you film a part by the end of this, we'll like throw you in there. And I was like, oh, word?
Like, no problem, man.
All right, get to work.
Yeah.
How old were you when that came out? That's a classic at this point.
I think when it came out, I was 19 or maybe just turned 20. But when they like gave me that proposal, I was probably like 18.
Wow.
And then I was fresh out of high school and just straight on to like month-long trips.
Perfect timing.
Nice.
Yeah, I filmed like most of that part like on 1 or 2 trips on the road, just like Midwest shit.
Damn. All the motivation you need, man. Getting in like the biggest video Vans has ever made. Rewinding back a bit before that, your Shep Dogs 4-part, probably the first time I remember seeing you. Epic part, epic crew. Love those videos. Take us back to that era and how fun was filming that one.
That was probably the one that was not, I don't want to say the most fun because they're all fun, but I think that one was right after I graduated, kind of before the Vans stuff started. And, you know, I had so much motivation because I started skating Vans. I started getting Baker boards kind of like during the filming of that part. So I was just so like gassed up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's kind of at the same time that I started like maybe get a little taller, grow into my own, like feel better at skating. And yeah, I don't know. That was like, I definitely miss those days, you know, because
Sure.
I don't get to skate with that crew every day anymore, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned it a little bit, but how'd you get linked up with the legendary Baker Boys crew?
It's definitely just from, you know, being in that like Shep Dogs crew. And, you know, it's different when you grow up in Southern California. Like people are around, you know, people like take note. And that the Shep Dogs videos, like, in a way, were kind of like sponsor me tapes. You know, I didn't have to like send them directly to companies, but you could kind of like trust that it would get around.
People would see it.
But Riley was already on Baker at that time, Riley Hawk. I'd become friends with Figgy, Slash was on Death Wish. Just a lot of people who were like in, you know, my area, Vista, Oceanside.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually after you remember the Bake and Destroy premiere? I don't know if you guys would have gone to that. It was in LA and there was like riots and stuff because kids were breaking the like windows trying to get into the premiere.
Oh, I remember seeing some shit.
But yeah, it was that video. I went to the premiere with Riley. We jam back down to like, I think he was living in Oceanside at the time, maybe Carlsbad. And then the next morning we woke up and we're about to go skating, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, like Andrew wanted to know if you want to skate Baker boards." And I was like, duh.
Forgot to tell you.
I'm like,
just one little
I was
thing.
on foundation boards at the time. I was like, yeah, for sure. Are you kidding me? Like, and by the way, how'd you forget to ask me that? Like, that'd be the first thing that if someone told me that to my little homie, I'd be like, yo, like, wake up.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you kidding me?
But yeah, I had a friend's trick in Riley's part, so I saw it on the big screen. Walk out, there's riots, kind of just already tripping, and the next day, like, find out that news.
Crazy.
I was kind of tripping.
Fucking dream come true right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of dreams coming true, Baker always does a dope pro party, and it's crazy. I think I looked it up. You went pro maybe 7 years ago.
Yeah,
You got-
2016.
You got a bit of a baby face, so you forget that you're a veteran in the game and pro
I
for
just
7
freshly
years.
shaved this morning. So.
What was your going pro experience like?
I think I caught on early that was going to happen, and it was supposed to be a surprise. But the surprise was at Black on my 21st birthday, with a video coming out that I had like maybe 20 tricks in, and everyone else had one guest clip, and they're throwing a big party. I was like, that's kind of suspicious.
Yeah.
And then a few people at the time were kind of acting funky around me. I think at the time I was hanging out with Dustin a lot too, and he was with this girl that I didn't really know, and he went to like use the restroom. I forget where we were, and I think she just was trying to make small talk, feeling awkward. It was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you're the one that's going pro next month, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like I already knew kind of, but that was like the confirmation. But no, it was epic. What's actually pretty funny about that is Heath that night was like, "Hey, it's your 21st birthday," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "But you've been here a few times, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," because it was at Black. you know,
Right.
so-
That's Heath's bar.
yeah.
That's so dope. So the famous SF double set into hill bomb, may as well call it the Rowan double, nollie flip, nollie tray,
About that.
nollie cab flip. Take us behind the scenes on your biggest battle there.
I mean, it's in chronological order. Each one what I thought was a battle until the next one happened. You know, I don't know. The first one was obviously the nollie flip, but that's just like kind of my favorite trick on like a small crack on the sidewalk, like out of a mellow quarter pipe, whatever. And that's kind of always been one of my favorite spots in SF, like both on footage and to skate. And when I skate, I mean just like ollie it into the hill. So I kind of always wanted to like do something there. But yeah, the nollie flip, actually, like the nollie flip was a bit of a battle just because it's scary, and like when you jump off or when you bail, you're like tumbling and you're on the hill. But that one was definitely the easiest. Also, them being in chronological order, I've been older each time, you know, with a couple
Takes a little
years,
more.
a couple years gaps in between each one. But yeah, the nollie cab flip was, I couldn't walk for a minute after that one.
Did you claim it, or did you just go there and feel it? Because that's a wild one.
So that was at the end of Baker 4, and each time, like I did the nollie flip, and I was stoked for like a week, and then I was like, maybe like nollie tray could go down, you know.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened after that. I was like hyped, like damn, I got a banger, and then kind of the next one comes into mind because those are all tricks that kind of work the same off like as I was saying, a crack or like out of a quarter pipe.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I got to complete the saga, you know.
So you done there now?
Yeah, I don't know what else could be done to, you know, it like maybe a different trick that's completely unrelated.
Yeah.
But
'Cause you're not really topping nollie cab flip.
No.
yeah, I don't know what's next. Like that's not stinking. Like nollie double cab flip. Like that's stupid. I kind of lost my train of thought. What was
Just the biggest
prompt?
battle. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that one, Baker 4 was about to come out. I had something that was like gonna be my last trick. It was like the switch nose slide. But I knew I wanted to try that at least, and I was like, this is gonna take more than one time. So, I think the Supreme SF store was opening, and I was gonna go up like 5 days early and just like try it one day, maybe rest for a day, try it another day, and then Andrew had a trick he randomly wanted to try in SF like 2 weeks before that. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll just go with you and I'll just try it that day. And then I tried it that day for like a few hours, and it started getting dark. And then, I don't know, by the grace of God, it just kind of worked out.
You got it in the first day.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I had like a trip planned
Yeah.
of like 5 days to like try and get this trick, because I was like, there's no
It's
fucking
gonna take
way.
a while.
Like,
You
this
thought?
is this one. I was convinced I was gonna have to move to SF to land that trick, but I got lucky.
That's fucking
Bro,
sick.
you'd have to pay me just to ollie that thing.
Oh, it's
I
pretty
would pay
fun,
you to
man.
ollie that thing. I think
You would?
that'd be sick.
I would do it for like $200.
That's not that
You
bad.
want to split that?
Yeah.
Just
Send them up there.
just
Flights
to see-
included?
Just to see the bales.
I mean, we're
Just
only
to see me try and
we're like
hold on.
6 hours away right now. We could just hop in the whip.
We head up there and be back for the baseball game.
I might have to up that to 1,000.
200's pretty cheap, man.
I think it's no joke.
You're sticking to the like bed sheets for a while if you go down on that.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. So we heard you had a pretty wild Mexico trip recently. Tell us a little about the surfing going down.
Yeah, we went down. It was my buddy Fletch, who I've like filmed a lot of, like my last Baker part, my last Vans part, and then the one that's about to drop in a few days. It was his 30th, so we went down there for a few days to surf and stuff. One of the mornings, like the surf was pretty bad, and there's like these rocks next to it, and I don't know how much you guys know about surfing, but in my head I was like, oh, I'm gonna be like Nathan Fletcher. He's this dude that does like crazy cliff jumps, and like he's the guy that jumped out of a helicopter into a wave. Just epic, legendary surfer. But anyways, I like climb up these rocks. I throw my board up. Maybe we could get this clip and just overlay it or
I
something,
need to see this.
because it's my friend Delone. He filmed it. But I'm climbing up these rocks, and then a wave's coming, and I jump to like it's like maybe up to my neck, and I like jump kind of the same way you would get out of a bowl, and then the wave crashes and like picks me up, and I'm like 2 feet above what I'm trying to get onto,
Oh, fuck.
and then I like land and like cut up all the side of my feet.
Damn.
I mean, I definitely got lucky.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. That's what went down in the water in Mexico.
So what went down out of the water outside the bar?
Out of the water, outside the bar, a lot of Tecate lights. We were just having a good time. The bar we were at is this place called Ricky's Place. And we went in and it was completely empty and like dark. And it's just this one dude, Ricky, who runs it. He's a weird character. But inside it's just like one pole to the ceiling, like a stripper pole to the ceiling, and a bunch of like dollar bills. And we're the only ones in there. And he gives you a staple gun. You got to try and climb the stripper pole, write your name on a dollar, and staple it to the roof. And we just got kind of turned there. And this is probably going to come out and someone's like, yo, don't go there. Like, that dude kills people or something. It was a weird
The
place.
backstory on Ricky's not what you think.
Yeah, exactly. But outside, we were just like kind of on a hype. Our friend Stu, he's not drinking, so he was driving us back. But we were just like kind of recapping next to the car. And then like 12 pulls up.
Oh.
And we're like, uh-oh. And they just start talking about how we can't park there. And then Jesse walks up. He's got a beer in his hand. And he's like, oh, no, we're leaving. And he's like, oh, cool, beer? Like, put it down, get up against the car. Diego has a beer, too. Then they get handcuffed together. I've never seen Jesse. You guys both know Jesse.
Yeah.
I've never seen him this serious in my life. And Diego is like trying not to laugh because he's like looking at Jesse. And then we got extorted for like $300 US or something.
That's not the
Yeah,
worst.
it's not too bad. I think I had like $70. I think my friend Stu had like, 230 or so. I don't know, whatever. I don't know the exact amount.
Got to pay the ticket
And
the
driver.
Yeah.
Sober stew. Oh,
But we got extorted. They opened one of the homies' wallets and there's like nothing in it. And he was like, ay, cabron. Like, it's like, you guys are broke. That was sick. I'm glad it was almost free Jesse.
Yeah. Dude, that would have been funny, man. Not funny for him, but like.
It could have been funny.
Yeah.
So you're a baseball guy. Tell us a little bit about it's a men's league team, the Creamers you guys got.
Yeah.
You got the homies on there. Tell us about the Creamers, man.
Yeah, the Creamers, we just choked in our World Series. That's what we call it.
You're in the
we're-
finals?
Yeah.
You backed up
Yeah.
your Dodgers, eh?
Oh, they didn't make the finals.
Yeah.
True,
Not
true.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same thing they did.
Fuck.
You
It was
know?
over before
Killed it
started.
all year.
Yeah.
And then just right at the end, just can't pull it together. But that's all right.
It's
It's like a bunch of like guys from like 28 to like 50 who are just like drinking beer and having fun.
It's
So
half the battle, man.
Who's on the team that people might know? A bunch of skaters or?
yeah, I could do like a little roll list of skaters. Boosh, Jesse Alba, my friend Alone. I'm trying to think in the skate world. Travis Harrison. But yeah, it's my first year in an actual league, and it's been mad fun. Before that, all the guys in the real league call like what got me back into baseball the Tony Hawk League. Because it's just a bunch of skaters that like during COVID just kind of got together and would like do pickup games.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jesse joined this real league on this team called the Slugs before. And they asked me to join, but I was kind of like, oh, I travel too much. Like, I'm going to miss games. And they're like, oh, no worries. And then the next year, they're starting a new team called the Creamers. They're like, just join, dude. If you miss half the games, like, no worries. Just pull up when you can. And it's been mad fun, man. The whole team.
Sick. So we out here in LA celebrating your new shoe. Tell us what we can expect when we cop this beauty, man. Not this beauty, not the cleat.
They all come with metal rivets. Be careful. Might
Good
be
for
hard to
nollie.
stomp your board.
Good for nollie cab flips.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Here, man.
Yeah, you just hook it with the metal. I'm really excited. I can't believe I get to do this again, you know? Like the first time around was like kind of one of those moments I was like, I don't know if I can top this. And then now doing it again is like same feeling. But yeah, if we want to get into what the shoe's all about, we can do that too.
Give us a quick rundown, bro.
You know, we just tried to do this, like use the same silhouette, use a lot of the same logos and stuff just to like make it obvious. It's like all the same shapes, just kind of on like a new sole, like with this impact waffle, which, man, I mean, I love my first shoe. Don't get me wrong, but like, I kind of wish I did this then.
The first time?
You know, my feet feel pretty good, but maybe I'm just older and need that now. A little more tech, a little more sporty, but you know, that's all right. Can't wear the same thing forever. Like I'm through the roof hyped on how it came out. Shout out the whole design team. Shout out my homie Claude, who like really came through. He did like all the hard work on this. I was just like saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no to like every different
epic,
little
man.
thing we were doing.
You're a sporty guy, man. So we need that updated tech
Yeah.
and sportiness.
Next one will just be actually have cleats.
Yeah,
This is my first time seeing these too today.
It's a royal treatment, man. The creamers. Are you guys blue and white?
No, we're not. We're black and cream. Pinstripes.
You did a Switch Smith, and
You know, I was wondering about this.
yeah, so it's Nick Basario's favorite trick,
Hater.
and just take us behind the scenes on that beautiful Switch Smith sesh in the new joints.
Is that his most illegal trick?
I don't know. Was
He just
No,
hates it.
He just hated it, and then we like challenged him to do one, and the attempts he sent us were like,
Pathetic. No, what happened was we're like saying we want to come to Australia, and I was like, yo, I've always wanted to skate that gold rail, and he's like, oh, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't know, maybe Switch Smith, and he's like, that trick's kind of stinking.
That's all right.
And then I was like, are you fucking
no,
crazy?
we sent him like 10 Switch Smiths,
Was Scott Kane one of them? Probably.
probably.
And the ones we sent were like Danny Garcia, Eric Costin, like some
yeah, some
real-
legends.
yeah.
Yeah.
The best in the game. Like,
But you're a Switch Smither, man. So tell Nick what's up and how was that session? That was beast.
I feel like I've done my fair share of like kind of possibly illegal tricks, but that's all right. You know, it's how you do them. I don't know. That rail's like real close to here. It's like real close to where I live, real close to Dodger Stadium. And I've always liked it. And like anytime someone else is going to skate it, like I'll 50 it, I'll board side it. Just always thought it was sick. It's like, kind of like a hubba because it's like shotgun. I don't know. I kind of got the idea, and it was around the same time that I knew I had to like come up with an ad. So I like practiced for a while. I know it was less scary than I thought it was gonna be because it's weird. It's real low and real long. So I thought like if you fuck up, you're gonna get real tangled. But I don't know. I just switch 50'd it mad times, and then I would like lock a Switch Smith, go back up to the top, get spooked, switch 50 it. It took longer than it needed, but maybe that's why it didn't become like a battle or like a
Right.
dope slam.
When you 50 that one, do you do both rails? Is it that
No,
close
I
together?
mean, I guess if you had like massive trucks, you would, but that's why I kind of say it feels like a hubba. If you lock your wheels all the way against the rail you're aiming for, the other ones roll on the
Right.
rail,
Oh,
like
okay,
right down
okay.
it.
Well, respect on that one. Switch Smith gang. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what I thought when I saw like you tag him? I thought maybe you guys were on a session together and you like Smith grinded it.
Oh, no.
And you were like, yo, like my trick.
No. That's because you. You thought I.
You're regular, right?
Yeah. No, he was just hating on Switch Smith.
Yeah, but you proved him wrong.
Yeah.
No, that's all
You
right.
proved
I
him
mean,
wrong.
maybe he saw that ad and was like, ugh.
No. He came around.
No, that's my
Yeah.
dog, though.
He knows what's up.
He's the good homie, man. So we heard you pranked the man himself, Neckface. What's the story there?
Yeah, man, this is a while ago, but I'll just shout out the whole crew that was a part of it. It was me, Aiden, our homie Bag, and Brengar. It was a boys of summer trip to New York, and we were like 30 deep between like the people that flew out there and then the homies that live in New York. And I think everyone was just kind of fucking with each other the whole trip. And then one night we went to the front desk of the hotel while everyone was still out and just asked for a room key to next room, and they gave it to us. We just knew the room number, and we just got the room key. And then we went in there, disassembled his bed, and put it in the shower.
Oh no.
And then just like whatever. I think he came back drunk. Like, he doesn't drink now, but at the time he was. He came back drunk and just had no bed. And that was stage one.
Oh shit.
And then I think he got us back. He like poured an iced coffee on Aiden's head while we were out skating the next day. I think it was around Halloween. Like, I had a bunch of silly string in my bag, you know, like
The spray
whatever,
can stuff.
like the fake spray paint, silly string. And me and Aiden saw him standing on a corner from like deep, and we're like, "Yo, you see him?" And I was like, "Yo, we got the shit on us. Like, let's get him." And we just drive by, like silly stringed him so gnarly. He was on foot, and we had like cruiser boards, and then we just dipped. And I forgot how he got us back from that one. But then I don't know, same thing. I think we still had the room key. One night we drenched him, and then I think he had the last laugh because on the way home, I was going down the escalator, like in the airport, and I just hear like, "Oh shit!" and it's my homie Bag. Like, he abandoned me. He jumped past me, and then all of a sudden I'm getting Coca-Cola poured on my head, and
Those pranks are harsh, man. Getting something poured on your
yeah,
head.
man, a
That
6-hour
ain't even funny or
flight,
Yeah.
just sticky.
Oh.
But I'm sure there's some other instances in that little prank war that I'm forgetting about, but the disassembling the bed and putting in the shower is probably the
wicked
best
start.
one. Yeah.
Can you tell us about the Challies on your last Vans trip with Chima?
Yeah, that was the first stop of the Impact Tour. At least I believe it was. That was in Australia. I don't know. That was mad fun. We had an insanely good crew and had all the like Vans Oz homies, Digby, Matthew, Simo, Sam Sutton, bunch of homies. Like, it was really sick. Adelaide. I think it just started because we were hanging out in the parking lot of the hotel, like just drinking beers, kind of like standard stuff. And just out of boredom, you're like, "Oh, you ever tried this challenge? You ever tried this challenge?" And it started with like, you ever played where you put a can down, and then you're blindfolded or close your eyes. You take 3 steps back, spin around, and then have to walk back and like try and crush it without looking. That was the first one. That one's real fun. I recommend it to anyone. You could do it with a seltzer. It doesn't need to be a beer. But then it just became more and more Challies. That's what they were calling them. One was like someone hides a vape in the team van, and then you get blindfolded and have to try and find it, and everyone's saying like hot and cold. I don't know. There was a bunch of absurd ones, but it came to a screeching halt when we were doing for the whole week. We were doing like blindfolded board focus.
Oh shit.
And a couple people did it, and then one of them was it was during like a demo, roll a board up a quarter pipe, and then you hear it go back over the metal and try and focus it. And a bunch of people got close, and then our friend Eli did it, hit the tail, and it hit him in the eye.
Oh.
And then me and Digby ended up taking him to the hospital in Canberra.
Oh, was Zion there?
Zion was
I
there.
think you showed us that clip.
Yeah,
actually.
because he almost broke the board.
Fuck.
And I think someone before it did it, and it like zoomed past their head. So it's kind of like,
That's too dangerous.
screeching halt.
Yeah.
Charlie's
But
done.
But yeah, I think he just thought he had a black eye, and then there was some lady with some sort of medical knowledge nearby that was like, "Oh, it looks like it's sinking in a little. You need to go to like the emergency room. It ended up being fine, but me and the homie Digby took him to the emergency room and like kicked it with him for like 2 hours before he got seen.
But he's all right.
Yeah, it all worked out. He looks great.
God.
He said the girls girls like the black eye and stuff, so
Nice.
it's all good.
I'm down to try the
Spin around one.
blind spin around. We'll try
With
that.
the can,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll try
That's
that tonight.
harmless. Like maybe you roll your ankle on the can or something, but
Harmless.
yeah.
So we heard you got scammed in China. What's the story there?
Yeah, that was another one with Chima. That was I forget what year. We were in China. It was really hot. I was like skating in just swim trunks because it was that hot.
Yeah.
I was trying this trick, and there's kind of a lot of people crowding around. I feel like I don't know. I've only been to China twice, but that seems kind of normal. People are just like intrigued.
Hanging.
But yeah, I was trying this thing like a wally up onto this like wavy roof and then drop off. And I think I stuck it, slipped out, and it hit this like little kid on a bike. He was just chilling on a bike. It hit him in the ankle and he like fell over, and he kind of like shrugged it off. And then I like kept skating, landed the trick, and then the dad or I think it was like maybe the grandpa of the kid came up to our guide and was just tripping. He was like, blah, 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 like, you broke his leg, you gotta pay us, And we're like, dude, he's fine. He got up, he's like riding his bike.
Yeah.
It's chill. It didn't even like break skin.
Yeah.
We were kind of all ready just to bail, like, you know, whatever. And the guide is like, no, I can't, like, maybe for a respect thing, and also like, oh, there's cops nearby, like, I don't want to get in trouble. And just like, we didn't want to like fuck our guide over. So we were like, all right, cool, what are we gonna do? We got to take him to the hospital. So we have this grandpa and this kid in the van with us, driving like an hour to this urgent care or this hospital, and we're all like trying to give him cash, and he's like, no, like, whatever. Like telling the guide he needs an X-ray, he needs like a cast, this and that.
Jesus Christ.
And we're just, we were just tripping. Like, dude, we're getting extorted. This is crazy. We get to the hospital. The kid gets out of the van, pukes, because I think he's like got motion sickness or whatever. And then the dad takes him in. They get X-rays, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
And they come back and are just still like tripping out. And the guide is like losing his mind. And we ended up giving him like, I don't know how much American, but like a shit ton of money, like maybe like $500.
Wow.
And then they just bailed. But it was like a 6-hour ordeal.
Yeah.
Because I slipped out and hit a kid in the ankle.
Wow.
In the van, dude, you should have had him doing one of the chowies looking for a vape.
Yeah. If you find the vape, we'll pay for your cast.
Fuck, bro. Well, what's next for Rowan Zorilla? We know we got a huge baseball game tomorrow. I'm against you two. Unfortunately, gonna have to take y'all out. But other than this epic baseball game, I can't wait for. I need cleats too, Vans. Come on. What's next, man?
This is kind of funny, but I'm like pretty big into surfing too. And it's been pretty bad this whole year, at least in Cali. And I've also just been mad busy, kind of trying not to surf to keep my like mind on skating and just being like productive. But all year I've been like 2024, like I swear it's January 3rd, like 2024, huge surf year. So hopefully I surf a little bit, but no, I'm down to just try and keep skating. You know, I don't have a project lined up right now with this one coming out in a few days, but I don't know, just try and get some momentum and see where I can pinpoint it to go, you know?
That's what's up.
Well, we hope shutting down the Bunt Jam again is in your plans.
Yeah, where when's that this year?
Running it back, bro. Same time of year, Toronto, so hopefully you pull up again.
That was my first one.
Yeah.
Fuck, I gotta get on the court and maybe join this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a couple guys on that Vans team you could kick off, man. They're piss poor showing last year, bro.
Shoot.
He invited us into his baseball game. The least we can do is get you on the court,
Yeah.
bro. Let's get it.
No,
Let's
I
do
might
it.
choke though. Under pressure. I'm like not bad at like shooting hoops, but I've never really played basketball like that. So
Yeah.
I watch it, but I have no idea like
What's going on in the game?
yeah, like how
gets
to like
fucking
screen
intense,
or
man.
like, you know, like
Yeah,
any
yeah.
of that.
Fuck.
But we'll see.
That's like me in baseball, so I'm excited to play, but I just don't want to choke it away for our
Well,
team.
you know what's funny about baseball is that it's a lot of doing nothing and then like high pressure moments.
When
Yeah,
it comes,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's
It's
way
time.
easier to choke because it's
Yeah.
like, damn, I haven't done shit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And now like the game-winning catch is coming at me. I could either lose the whole thing or win right now.
So for someone who hasn't played baseball, where do you think the safest position to hide him on the field is, man?
Probably like right field.
That's where I'm aiming.
Yeah.
You think I can't catch a fucking baseball?
I actually question whether you can or not.
Bro.
You don't have a glove. You never played before.
I'm using your
right.
glove. We're on opposite teams. I'm using your glove.
We'll see how tomorrow goes if I let you use the glove or not, man.
Well,
We went and kind of fucked around yesterday. And two Australian homies who have never swung a bat ever were like kind of hitting bombs. And then Max from Dime was with us. He hit a couple sick ones and was like catching them in the outfield. So I think
let's
you
go.
could pick it up pretty quick.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm excited, man.
Don't you worry. Jesse, I got you, baby. Team captain. Let's get it. All right, rapid fire. Y'all already know what time it is. Rowan, what you got up your sleeve? Favorite skater?
Ali Bulala.
Favorite video?
Baker Has a Death Wish summer tour.
Favorite video part?
Ali Bulala Baker bootleg.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
That's when he goes from like huge jeans and like massive shoes to like full punker with still massive shoes.
yeah. Favorite style?
Cater.
Sick. Which skater had the biggest influence on the way you skate?
Taylor Smith. T-Swift. He was way better than me at a young age. Still is, but I've like the way I kickflip is because I was just like watching him always. The way I learned how to skate transition by following him in a bowl. Definitely Taylor Smith.
Hell yeah. Most talented skateboarder on planet Earth?
Grant Taylor.
Oof.
Can't go wrong. Hardest trick for you?
Hard flip.
Damn.
You got him switched, but regs is a problem, eh?
Well, fakey hard flip because I can. If someone does a hard flip on me in a game of skate, I can like muster it, but I don't think I could ever fakey hard flip. But hard flip's the hardest trick.
True. Most illegal trick?
The board slide on a rail and then pulling over,
Oof.
Oh, true.
or like the like wally on the rail going like perpendicular, where your board like
Get to
like
smash
this.
it and jump over.
Yeah.
And I'm done with those.
Favorite trick?
Nollie.
Straight nollie.
Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
sick.
Favorite clip you've ever gotten?
Maybe the nollie cab flip. That was like kind of the most rewarding. And like you just get to bomb the hill after.
Yeah.
It was like racing the clock. It's like sunset. I don't know.
That's sick.
On any of those three tricks, did you ever land it like good and then like fuck up the hill bomb?
Bunt the hill bomb.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Luckily.
First tee bombs. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Worst trend you've been a part of?
I was thinking of a few earlier, but I think skating with rails.
On the board?
Yeah. I think I probably had like 3 boards with it, but yeah.
Gnarliest trick you've ever witnessed?
Can I go back to that Grant Taylor one?
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna have to play that. That's. I walked up to the top of where he was dropping in from, and he's like, "You think this is doable?" And I was like shaking. Like there's like a huge drop to traffic, and then a huge drop to like a river.
Oh.
And I was like, "Yeah, you got that
Yeah, actually, yeah,
for sure."
man, yeah.
Fuck.
And just trying anything before a flight is like,
Yeah.
that's wild.
What's the one trick that got away?
Nollie inward heel, but in 2 different places. I've been trying to land those all around the world, and they never. I've only like gotten one on film that I'm hyped on, but I tried and stuck this one on a bump to bar in New Zealand, like an hour outside of Auckland.
Damn.
Doubt I'll ever be back to that bump to bar.
Fuck.
And then shit, maybe I could still get this one. I don't know if they still have enough room to prop the bump to can at Muni, but I think I tried that in 2020, like maybe 2 different occasions, and then again in 2022 at like 2 different occasions.
Damn.
I think I've only tried it like a total of maybe like 50 times, you know? Because it's like you try it when it's about to get dark, because it's like
Yeah.
you gotta wait till 5.
Right.
And then anytime the can gets like propped up, it's like the whole squad skating it, which is tight. You know, like I love that, but it kind of,
Yeah, less tries.
it gives you a few less tries.
But you floated it over and shit? Like it's...
Yeah,
it's
I like put it down 1 foot, but I've never stuck it, but I know it's there. And
that.
just like having a 2-year gap between trying it is like kind of, you forget like all how to do it. That's another one. Maybe I got to move to Philly to land that, but we'll see. I don't know how long Muni.
2024, baby. It's coming.
Shoot. big surf here, big Muni here.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Muni, shout out all those guys.
What's the biggest bunt you've ever witnessed?
Like dead up, you guys, if you don't drop a bunt on the field tomorrow,
Oh,
one of y'all,
shit.
like
Okay.
That's the plan.
one of y'all got to drop a bunt for sure.
I gotta look at like a YouTube video on how to do it,
You just hold it like this. And go.
Yeah.
and then just take off.
Yeah, because then the catcher or the third baseman or the pitcher got to scramble to get it, and if you got wheels, you're just there. You're
Yeah.
at first.
Fuck. I don't know if I don't have wheels anymore, but getting old over here. But
Get thrown out on the bunt. Nah, you got it, man.
all right, tomorrow.
Or I
it's
mean,
going
maybe
down.
I'll try one for you guys.
Oh, that
This
would be
doesn't come out
perfect.
before the game, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, don't be giving the other team our game plan.
You are
yo.
the other team.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
What's the last new trick you learned?
I just relearned heel flips
Nice.
Water.
because I was doing like purposefully bad ones with like your feet real close together and they like barely come off the ground.
Yeah.
I was doing that for like 3 years straight, and then it came time to like try a real one, and I was like,
I don't got
oh
this.
shit, those are gone. But now like I feel like heel flip's a good cup sole trick, so now I think they're a little bit back. I tried one the other day on a spot and I didn't land it, but it's there.
Okay. It's good to balance it out. Can't be all kickflip gang.
Yeah.
Dream job after skating.
Line umpire. Baseball. That's where you
go.
just chill on the
Line
side
umpire.
and you go like fair,
That's sick.
foul.
Love it. Favorite local brand.
Two risers, but no, they're blowing up, so it's barely even local anymore.
Favorite local skater.
Shoot, man, I want to get this one right because this is a good question. Kevin Sheely.
Sick.
Let's go.
Legend.
Hell yeah. What's the one sponsor you regret riding for?
There was before I had any other sponsors, there was like this guy that came through Carlsbad Skate Park, and he like gave a bunch of people some gear and was like claiming he's starting a team, and it was called Truth Soul Armor. But I was like, oh, word, t-shirts and stickers for sure. And then like I ended up looking back at it like a while later, and I was like, I think this was like some weird like culty like Christian brand.
Shit.
But I didn't like ride for them.
Yeah.
You just accepted the product.
I accepted some proddy. Yeah.
Favorite teammate ever.
Maybe Chima, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Triple OG legend.
Yeah.
Worst teammate ever.
Cater, dude.
No hesitation.
Ex teammate. No, that's my dog.
Worst company.
Truth Soul Armor. Nah, fuck. I feel like that's a cop out.
Worst trend.
Not Monster, because Monster's sick, but like being super, super like punker, like a Monster patch on like a metal, like a black metal t-shirt. It's like just kind of contradicts. I don't know. I'm like, just own it. Just wear a Monster tee. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Last person you want on the sesh.
Fuck, I could probably just do two. Tim O'Connor with the microphone.
Oh, shit.
The OG.
Pretty over that. Yeah, OG. And then you guys remember who Kyle Frederick is?
Yeah. He skated
Yeah.
for Mystery for a minute.
Yeah, him. But I got a story about that.
Oh, shit.
So my homie is actually the last person he wants on a session.
Oh,
Because
God.
we skated Black Box one time, and he was the only one in there. It was at the time, like, I think he's either living there or like working there or something. He was there a bunch. We were homies, but I went in there with two of my friends. It was raining. It was my homie's birthday, and we're just skating. My homies don't skate that good. One of them tried to like mani across the box, like the mani pad box, whatever. And I think he probably just tail scraped all the way across it. And Kyle Frederick was trying to like kickflip primo slide it and like selfie film it on a GoPro. And I guess my homie like cut him off. And mind you, I was like skating the 8-stair rail. I was trying to learn kickflip front 50 on the rail. And he came up to me. He's like, "Is that your homie?" And I was like, yeah. Like I came with those guys. And he's like, "That's your fucking homie?"
Oh, God.
And I was like, "Yeah, what's good?" And he's like, "He just got in my way. Tell him to go fuck himself and never come back here."
Jesus.
Oh, my
And I was
God.
like, "Yeah, word. I'm definitely not going to say that, but like I'll leave."
Wow.
And I think I went back up. I like kickflip 50'd the rail. which is the only time I've ever done that, and then left. And my homies were like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, "Oh, nothing. Like, we're out of here."
Man?
Damn, he's cooking.
But it's all good. So if my homie's the last person you want on the sesh, then you're the last person I want on the sesh.
No doubt.
Well deserved, man. All right, Rowan, that's gonna wrap up our interview, man. Killed
right.
it. Glad to be out here in LA celebrating with you, and let's get it done on the baseball field tomorrow, man. Let's take these fucking guys down.
Leave it to the diamond.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Thanks, G.
Yeah, for sure.